dungeons before dark. Give the rats a chance to see what they're having for supper. Yeah, move on! Move on!
Oh,
what troubles you?
my Lord Sheriff, why must you treat these people so?
These people are treated as they deserve.
What have they done this time?
They were found with stolen money.
Surely these are not thieves, just hard-working farmers.
In league with the outlaws who robbed my tax collectors.
Then catch the outlaws. Punish them.
In time, all things must come to pass.
Including supper. Hilda, I trust the Lady Marian will not keep us waiting again tonight. Be so kind as to go to her chambers. Tell her I await her company.
I shall ask her to ready herself.
When Robin Hood hears of this, he'll be bound to try to rescue them, and he will hear, just as he seems to hear of my every move.
My lord, try not to concern yourself about a spy. If one is here, he'll not escape my eye for much longer.
That I hope, for should it take much longer, your eyes will surely fail of age.
Thank you, my lord. That supper was most excellent.
Marian, for 6 months now you've eaten excellent meals at my table. Will you not reconsider my proposal of marriage? I guarantee that you shall want for nothing for the rest of your life.
No, my lord, I cannot. Perhaps when my father returns from the Holy Land, we shall speak of it.
I would not wish you one moment of despair, beloved lady, but you must understand there is no guarantee of his safety.
He will return. I'm sure of it. And I will retire now, with your permission.
Oh, tarry just a few moments more.
Forgive me, my lord. I grow so weary.
Then I would not detain you. If her father should ever return, I know he'll not agree to our marriage.
Rest easy, my lord. Remember I have said before, the Earl of Vaunt shall never again set foot on English soil.
It is indeed a comfort to me to know that I have such a trustworthy lieutenant.
Trust is a very strong word. I would never commit myself with such language. Let us instead agree that without you, I could not be so sure to eat and live so well.
So I am to you no more than an employer?
And I to you am the means by which you retain this position. Let neither of us overstep these boundaries.
Make haste. Help me with this cloak.
Marian, you must not go tonight. The lieutenant suspects every one of us.
Loosen this tie. The sooner I am gone, the sooner I return. I'm ready. Where's the rope? Help me with this. Make haste.
Oh, I'd like an ale to warm my bones. It seems all too quiet tonight. I don't know, I think so.
Night watch! Night watch!
What is this? Why do you call out the watch?
I heard a horse galloping away from the castle.
This must be the traitor who carries messages to Robin Hood.
It could so. We'll organize a search of all the bedchambers. if we find one empty. We know the identity of the spy.
And when he returns, the scaffold will be waiting for him.
Or perhaps her.
Her? You know there are very few women privy to my thinking.
Then it shouldn't take long to search the Lady Marion's chamber.
Don't be so foolish. Marion is no spy. I could trust her.
I said before you used that word too lightly.
Indeed you did. So now let's both go together to her room and prove you wrong.
Gentlemen, is something wrong?
The guard called out the night watch. It appears there is an intruder in the castle, and I was concerned for you.
I thank you for thinking of me, but as you can see, he is not here. Only myself and Hilda, who's asleep in the bedroom.
I'm much relieved to see you here, alone. I wish you a good night. We won't disturb you again. We've other rooms to search.
I hope you'll find your man. Good night.
Robin, that dinner was delicious. I'm sure King Richard himself would have been proud to serve such a fine roast.
I'm sure he would, considering it was one of his own deer.
He would never begrudge the odd haunch of venison to ones as loyal as we.
Of course not.
To good King Richard. Someone's hurt.
Don't forget these. This could be another of my Lord Lieutenant's tricks.
Sorry.
Stay here, you two.
Oh, help! Help!
Don't worry me, young lad. I'll help thee.
You're so kind.
Now, that to stay put.
I do thank you, sir. My horse slipped in the mud.
That I can see. And now you're wearing most of it.
I've slapped you once before, Robin Hood, and I'll...
You'll do nothing, young Sprig. Unless you want to be a man before your time.
Stop talking like that, you great oaf! Use your eyes.
Oh, forgive me, your ladyship. I didn't know.
Who is this?
I'll tell you as we walk back to the camp.
Who is that giant?
The newest of the merry men. I met him this afternoon down at the ford. You know how narrow it is. I wanted to cross, and so did he.
One of us will have to stand back.
Then it'll be thee.
I think not. Make way for your better.
I've not yet been bettered.
Well then, prepare for this.
He picked me up with one hand and threw me back onto the bank.
And you landed on your pride.
Well, yes. But when the rest of the merry men appeared, he seemed to realize who I was and pleaded with me to forgive him and to let him join us.
What is his name?
Well, his real name is John Little. But with a body like that, I've retitled him Little John.
I think he'll be a huge asset.
Marion, you know how much it pleases me to see you. But isn't it getting a little too risky? The sheriff and that lieutenant are not complete fools, you know.
Are they not? You don't know of their latest scheme.
But you're going to tell me.
I'm going to tell you of the scheme and then what to do about it.
Thank you.
They've arrested 6 men from Melcaster
For what?
for taking the money you gave them.
But it was theirs in the first place.
By the time you stole it, it had become the sheriff's.
But those people were starving in order to pay that much in taxes.
He knows only that as long as they don't starve quite to death, they'll keep working. And while they live, they'll pay his taxes.
Not while I can do something about it.
And that's the other thing I've come to tell you. You are to do nothing to help those 6 prisoners.
But Marion!
Listen. The sheriff won't harm 6 good taxpayers, but he's quite ready to use them as a bait to catch you.
Yes, I see that.
He'll soon get tired of waiting for you to appear, and then he'll release them.
You're very wise, my sweet Marion.
But not wise in affairs of the heart, I fear.
Oh, Marion.
No, please, no. I could tell you nothing. I don't know.
Leave him! Try the next.
My lord, you're not torturing these men.
Torture is a strong word, my dear. No, the lieutenant simply wants a little information. I'm sorry if it distresses you, but one of these peasants must know who is passing information to Robin Hood.
You can't be sure of that.
My dear Marion, can you explain how every time my tax gatherers are carrying money in Sherwood Forest, that outlaw knows of it in time to waylay them? He never attacks when they're empty-handed.
It could be that someone in the castle is carrying messages.
We shall find out soon enough. This afternoon, the lieutenant will lead his men to Melcaster village, where he will collect again all the taxes Robin Hood has stolen. Should he run into any trouble with outlaws, we shall know there is an informer among us.
But you still won't know who it is.
The lieutenant has eyes through every window. No one can move 6 inches without he knows of it.
Well, Hilda, there are no windows down here, and the atmosphere makes me feel quite ill. Let us go for some air.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, my lord.
Good morning.
Continue.
Marion, you couldn't be so foolish. He means what he says. The lieutenant trusts no one.
Then how can I let Robin know about them reimposing those taxes?
You cannot. Robin will have to deal with this without your help.
Cut me down! Get me out of this!
Oh, dear me. And I thought I'd caught my dinner.
Do I look like a deer? Cut me down, you bloated toad!
Is that the way you'd address a man of the cloth, sir?
A man of the cloth turned poacher, yes.
How much is it worth to me to release you?
Enough to guarantee your safe passage through the Greenwood. You may have heard of me. I'm Robin Hood.
The very man I came to see. Please, allow me.
You've twisted my ankle.
Take my arm. I'll help you across the stream.
You'll have to do better than that. You'll have to carry me across.
I fear you're mistaken, good sir.
The only fear you need mention is that I should pierce the blubber you encase yourself with.
Walk. Sir, I know not how deep might be the water.
You can stop when it reaches my chin. Don't worry about the cold. Your padding won't let you freeze. Don't stop now. You've done a grand job.
And here's one better.
Very uncharitable of you, Master Friar.
And this more so.
No more. I concede.
Methinks you could speak those words with more sincerity.
I have no breath to speak again.
Enough to say yes to my request, I pray.
And what is that?
To join Robin Hood's merry men.
Unless you move, there will be merry men, but no Robin Hood.
Oh, forgive me. Don't know my own weight.
Will you now tell me your name?
My name, I'm afraid, has gone from my memory. For so long, the cruel, insensitive men with whom I shared a table have mocked my appetite. I answer now only to the appellation Tuck. Friar Tuck it is, I'm sad to say.
So Friar Tuck it is, and ever shall be. Now let us hurry to the camp. Dinner should be ready, and I expect you're hungry.
What takes your eye, my lord?
I'm sorry to say, I think the lieutenant has met some resistance in Melcaster.
How so?
Do you see that smoke?
Has your bully boy set fire to the village?
I think he must have. What a terrible shame.
Don't thee burn no more. We hadn't a penny piece to give thee. I know that Robin Hood returned to you people the tax collected but 3 weeks ago. Pay up your lawful debt, and I'll burn no more of these dogs' kennels.
You can't take what we aren't enough to give thee.
I'll take what belongs to the sheriff, or you'll have no houses left at all.
I do so like to hear thee play that lute of yours.
Yes, indeed. A tune would whet our appetites. Hold, Will. Lady Marion should hear this, and if I'm not mistaken, she will appear at any moment. Help her. She's injured.
'Tis not Marion. 'Tis Simon of Melcaster.
'Tis his mind. The body, I think, is broken.
Tuck, bring a mug of ale. Can you talk?
Aye, but you'll not like what I say. The lieutenant has torched Melcaster village.
He's done what?
We hid the taxes you returned to us once they'd arrested 6 from our village. We were scared to be found with it.
That should have been good sense. Except when you know how far the sheriff and his lieutenant will go for money.
Hush, Robin. Another horse, I think.
You were followed. John, can you deal with this?
Aye, I can.
I called you an oath the last time, you dunderhead.
Please, my lady.
Get up. I must speak to Robin.
A little late for that, I fear.
Well, don't get angry with me.
You must have known what the sheriff was planning.
I didn't, and even if I had, I couldn't have been here before now. My every move is watched by the lieutenant.
Now then, no use in quarrelling.
If you spent some part of the day with your eyes open instead of playing poacher, you would have seen the smoke the same as I did.
Seen it too late.
Please, arguing between ourselves will get us nowhere.
I'm sorry, Little John. And sorry, Marion. I'm not really angry with you, my love.
And neither I with you.
What shall we do, Marion?
I have but one idea, and it's not particularly good.
That's one more than I, at any rate.
Before Will Scarlet joined you here in the Greenwood, he was a roving troubadour. Am I not right?
That he was. I often heard him play. Very good he was.
Your plan, Marion?
That Will should resume his former profession. No one in Nottingham knows that he's now one of your men. He can visit the castle, sing for his supper, and slip off into the night whenever it so pleases him.
Marion, that's a wonderful idea.
Thank you. But let's see what Will thinks.
Good morrow to you, sir. Would you be kind enough to introduce me to the sheriff?
There he is.
My Lord Sheriff! One moment, please, my lord.
You called me minstrel?
I did, my lord, but begging your pardon, sir, I'm not a minstrel. I am a troubadour.
Small difference.
True, but still a difference. Enough to guarantee a few nights' entertainment. New songs, new stories.
The price?
Not high. Supper, a bed, perhaps another meal.
Supper you shall get. A bed will be made in the stable. All else you find for yourself.
I cannot refuse.
Go and wash yourself and be ready to sing come supper time.
That man, that stranger.
A wandering minstrel wants to sing for his supper.
I've not seen him before. I wonder where he's from and what he's doing here.
I'm sure it will take you no time at all to find the answers to those questions.
Man so wondrous fair was seen, 1,000 years shall come and part, ere we see the equal of the lion heart.
I do wish these vagabonds could sing of something other than Richard the Lionheart.
My lord, the king is well beloved by his people.
Well beloved, perhaps, but also well nigh forgotten.
Since man so wondrous fair was seen, 1,000 years shall come and part, ere we see the equal of the lion heart. In times when deceit and villainy abound, the king alone upholds the honor of the crown. 1,000 years here and gone, since man so wondrous fair was seen, 1,000 years shall come and part, ere we see the equal of the lion heart.
This is to show you how we treat spies in Nottingham Castle.
Spies?
He's one of Robin Hood's men.
Oh, surely this cannot be.
My Lord Lieutenant would not lie, my dear. Take him down to the dungeons.
What will you do with him?
Don't you concern yourself about that. The lieutenant will know how to treat him.
I think we all know what that means.
Oh, Robin, that's good. I've always enjoyed a good tale, and you can tell them better than most.
I expect you'd have a few of your own, Master Friar. No monk has ever reached your proportions on a monastery's menu.
To take a chicken from here and a duck from there is no match for your saddlebags full of gold ingots, I fear.
Hush. I don't think that can be Marion. She doesn't need to leave the castle now that Will is there to deliver messages.
Better safe than sorry. I'll just take a quick look.
If it should be Marion, try not to harm her this time.
Slow down there.
John, it's Marion. Please step aside. This is urgent.
Marion, it's good to see you, but why have you come?
It's Will, Robin. Someone recognized him. They've locked him in a dungeon at the castle. The lieutenant will torture him.
Slow down.
I know what will happen. If they can force him to tell how to get here, the sheriff will bring every soldier in the county. There'll be 100 of them to every one of you.
Then we'll need to free him before the lieutenant has the time to break him.
Tomorrow provides a good opportunity. The sheriff has arranged an archery contest in the castle grounds. The prize is a purse of gold, so people will throng there from all parts. It would be easy enough for a couple of you to slip through the gate, past the guards.
And if we can fool the guards, we might as well enter the contest.
It'll be good to take the sheriff's money without having to steal it.
You're going too far now. Getting into the castle shouldn't be so difficult, but if you shoot in the competition, you'll be bound to be recognized.
Marion, just for this one time, I'm not going to listen to you.
Aren't we, Robin, Marion? If we can make this work, our names will go down in the history books.
And if it doesn't work, you'll go down 6 feet under with your heads in separate caskets.
Ripe oranges from the east. Ripe oranges from the east. Big and juicy oranges.
Hot chestnuts, a farthing handful. Full fist for a penny, hot chestnuts.
Mince pies! You'll pay, my fine mince pies!
A farthing handful.
Fine ribbons for me, lady. Fine ribbons. Fine ribbons for me, lady.
Full fists for a penny. Hot chestnuts.
Ripe oranges from the east. Big and juicy oranges.
Hot chestnuts, a farthing handful. Full fist for a penny. Hot chestnuts.
Ripe oranges from
Hot
the east.
chestnuts.
Ripe oranges from the east. Big and
Full
juicy
fist for a
oranges.
penny. Hot chestnuts. Come on.
What causes the merriment, pray?
I'm sorry, John, but when they say you can't make a silk purse from a sow's ear, they must be thinking of you.
Robin, if I only had room to swing my arms in this jacket, I'd make thee eat those words.
Hear ye, hear ye. The first contest this morning is between my Lord Sheriff's 2 finest bowmen. The winner of this first heat will then take on anyone who cares to challenge him. Silence! Silence! The contest will commence.
That upstart Robin Hood is here. He won't be able to resist the urge to show off.
There's only one fault with your plan. How will you recognize him?
I believe there's only one man in England who could outshoot your champion. That man will be arrested. He will prove to be Robin Hood. Mark my words.
It could be embarrassing, should you be wrong.
He's here somewhere.
While everyone is watching these dullards, you find your way to the dungeon. Most of the guards will have left their posts for a view of the contest.
Aye, Robin.
Spot your target. Shoot! First round to Master Hugh. Prepare to shoot again. Spot your target.
So much as blink, and I'll run you through. Not with this, you won't.
Two rounds to Peter the Marsh. He wins the competition. We have a champion. Now, who will challenge him? There is a purse of gold at stake.
I'll take it.
Not so far. fast, stranger. You must win it first.
That's what I mean to do.
How do you call yourself?
Loyal to King Richard will do.
Loyal to King Richard it is. Step up to the mark and take aim. Prepare to shoot again.
Will Scarlet. Will.
I'm in here, John.
How did you get down here?
We're more trouble than thee, I dare say.
Seems your tongue is so sharp, you can cut through these bars with it.
Perhaps I'd better leave you here to learn to be a little more grateful.
Oh, no, don't do that.
And be quiet.
Another prize. Take away one bullseye. Well, my fine pair, it seems hard to choose a champion. So now we'll do it with the one target. Peter will shoot first. Take aim. Now you, who calls himself loyal to Richard, you take aim. Shoot! It is yours, sir. Prepare for the second heat.
That's better.
A fine effort. Thank you, Little John.
Let's get back upstairs. Watch out for Robin.
Better match on start.
Willingly.
A moment! I have a side wager to make. Do that again, and you shall have this along with the other.
And if I do it twice more, what then do I get?
Would this be a fair prize?
I should like that one above all others.
Then prepare to shoot again.
I think your scheme has proved itself. Are your men ready?
One signal from me, and a dozen pairs of arms shall grab him.
Shoot at your pleasure.
It must be him. Arrest him.
He promised to do it again. Let's see how good the braggart really is.
Take him! That's Robin Hood! This pass to the man after Robin Hood!
I'll pay for this later.
Take those three!
Let's get out of here.
Not without a prize. If you can give this away for so little, you obviously have no need of it.
He was here, right under your nose, and you let him escape.
My lord, I have not known that he was so quick-witted.
Compared to you, a donkey has keen wits.
My lord.
Shut up! I don't like losing. I don't like people who take from me what I should have. I don't like to be disappointed.
Marion, today I nearly captured my worst enemy, but he escaped. I think as compensation it could be considered fair that I turn from the one my heart despises to the one my heart desires. We shall set a wedding date.
My Lord Sheriff, you know that to be impossible. Until my father returns from the Crusades to give his consent, I can be betrothed to no one.
Half the soldiers Richard has with him will never return to England. Your father has always been a peaceful man, unskilled in the arts of war, a perfect target for a Saracen blade. As your guardian, I have the right to assume your father's authority over you.
That you do not.
But he most certainly does, my sweet lady.
We shall be married on St. Swithin's Day.
No. No. No!
St. Swithin's Day is the one day of the year you can rely on to be fine. Just as well, I thought of that.
Indeed, and if I might pass comment, I think your new suit of clothes is equal to the glorious brightness of the weather.
Only a few hours before my wedding, and yet I still pray for a miracle that will save me from this miserable fate.
We can't rely on miracles. Between us, we must be able to think of something.
All I can think of is Robin. How could he allow this to happen?
I'm not sure that even Robin could help this time. The sheriff has doubled the guard yet again, even though the entire castle has been locked and bolted every night for the past 2 weeks.
Every night? That's right.
What's right?
He's locked the whole place up like a prison at night. But I've never tried to get out during the day.
You mean now?
I do indeed.
But, Marion, when I disguise myself in your garb at night, I rely on the darkness to hide our differences. If anyone should come looking for you while you are out now, they will recognize me at a glance.
Not if you were wearing this. If you were to wear the wedding dress, this would cover most of your face.
Well,
I can get to Robin and back before noon, before that monster forces a ring onto your finger.
I certainly hope so. I wouldn't like to witness Daniel's face when he returns from the Crusades to find his wife twice married.
Worse still, that your other husband is the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Now, quickly, Marion, and be twice as careful as ever before.
I shall be there and back before you have a chance to miss me.
Stay quite still. You are all easy marks for our arrows.
Who speaks these words?
I do.
Well, that's no reason for concern.
Then perhaps this is.
These, I assume, are the outlaws who call themselves the Merry Men.
They are.
And you are Robin Hood, who dubbed them such?
I am indeed.
I heard that Robin Hood stole only from the rich, and with his booty paid money to the poor.
Your information is correct.
Then why stop a small band of penniless monks?
My Lord Sheriff of Nottingham would stoop to any trick to transport his cruel taxes through the Greenwood.
And you suspect that we are tax gatherers in disguise?
That's exactly right.
Not exactly right. But I grant you half a truth. We are in disguise.
King Richard. It's the king. Oh, that's King Richard.
A rapid change of status, eh, Master Robin? Stand up, all of you.
Your Majesty, I do so welcome you back, and apologize most humbly for the rudeness of our greeting.
I should probably have your head for it, but I do believe you may have been driven to this wild behavior.
Your Majesty, I crave a moment of your time.
I would acquaint you with the condition of this country since you left your brother to rule in your absence.
Friar, I know how much the people suffer under these tyrants. That's why I'm here in disguise.
We welcome you, sire, as your most loyal servants.
Loyal servants do not achieve a girth like yours without a meal or two of royal venison.
An old stag, occasionally.
Don't worry, Big Billy. You are pardoned your transgressions. And so the rest of you.
Robin, excuse me, Your Majesty. There's someone coming.
Robin, get your bow. Come with me.
Hey, up there, whoa.
There's no time to be wasted. Hurry, else Hilda will be married to the sheriff.
Forgive me, my dear. We are newly arrived in this country and know not of what you speak.
My companion, Hilda, is to be married to the Sheriff of Nottingham. That would be awful. She's already married to one of King Richard's knights.
By the saint. Then why would she commit bigamy?
The situation is desperate. The sheriff is trying to force me to marry him, and Hilda has taken my place while I seek Robin's help. Please, sir, do not question me further. Robin's the only one who can help us.
Don't be so hasty, dear Marion. These friars could perhaps be of assistance.
Then put bows in their hands and let's be off.
I like the idea of the bow, although I've always preferred this.
And I feel more comfortable with one of these.
And you?
I think you know how well I wield this mace.
Robin, who are these monks?
Well, the one waving the broadsword with the royal crest is King Richard the Lionheart. This is the Abbot of Gloucester, this a curate, and the man with the battle axe.
Your father, my dear.
Hello, Marion.
Daniel, thank heaven you're here. We must get back quickly or Hilda will be forced to marry the sheriff in my place. Please, please do something before I faint.
This is no time to remember you're a lady.
A jolly party, but one that tarries too long, I fear.
You're right, Fat Friar. Harness these two horses and we'll all jump in the cart.
The sheriff is still waiting, milady.
Please tell him I shall soon be there.
Soon is not good enough. He wants you there now.
Just a few minutes to compose myself. This is a big step to be taking.
And the only way to take that step is to put your right foot forward. Come on now.
One moment. I feel faint.
If you faint, I shall be forced to carry you, believe me. One way or another, you are going to the chapel.
Let me go.
Oh, no. This is one time you do exactly what I want.
No!
Sir Eustace.
The quickest way.
but not the nicest.
Well, go on.
I've never performed a ceremony in this manner before.
Then improvise. Get to the part about the ring.
I believe this may be it. Benedict Domine Amorum Hoc.
Wanted to do this for a long time. No one now shall deprive me of this pleasure.
I think I've had enough of this game. Now, let's see how you enjoy a fair match.
Better do as he says.
Behind you!
Open this door in the name of the king!
What news, please, Your Majesty, of my husband, Daniel?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Oh, praise be!
I better check on Marion.
Well, it's a beautiful day for a wedding. Shame to waste it. Robin, Marion. A word with you, please.
Oh, yes.
Well, now, we have the Abbot of Gloucester to perform the ceremony, the Earl of Vaunt to give the bride away, and limitless groomsmen. And I'm sure the Sheriff has prepared a wonderful banquet. And Hilda would love to return the dress she borrowed from Marion. I can think of no reason why we shouldn't see a wedding after all.
Your Majesty, there's one thing missing.
What's that, my dear Marion?
You haven't given us a present.
Oh, how very lax. Ask me anything you will, it shall be yours.
I know what we'd like. The key to the Sheriff's cell.
Most certainly. And the key to my Lord Lieutenant's shall be buried under the tallest oak in your beloved Greenwood.